What if everything you think leads to happiness is wrong? What if success doesn't bless you, but actually empties you? And what if Jesus began his most famous sermon by turning the world completely upside down? Before miracles, before the cross, before the resurrection, Jesus sat on a mountain and gave us a blueprint for a blessed life. But be careful, because what he says next challenges everything we've been taught. The first word out of Jesus' mouth is blessed, but not the kind of blessing we post on social media. Not money, not applause, not comfort. In the original language, blessed means deeply fulfilled, a joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. Here's the tension. Jesus describes blessings that look like losses. He calls the broken blessed, the grieving blessed, the persecuted blessed. Why would he start this way? Because Jesus isn't building successful people, he's forming transformed hearts. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. This doesn't mean being poor financially. It means knowing you need God. In modern life, we celebrate independence. Jesus celebrates dependence. The moment you stop pretending you have it all together, he gives you access to everything that truly matters. The kingdom of heaven doesn't belong to the confident. It belongs to the humble. And that's uncomfortable because humility costs pride. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Wait, mourning? In a culture that avoids pain at all costs? Jesus is saying this: if you never grieve what's broken, you'll never experience God's healing. Mourning isn't weakness, it's honesty. When you bring your pain to God instead of hiding it, he doesn't shame you, he comforts you. And the comfort he gives is deeper than anything the world can offer. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Meekness is not passivity, it is strength under control. In today's world, loudness is rewarded, aggression is applauded. Jesus says, power without humility destroys. Meek people don't need to dominate, they trust God to defend them. And here's the paradox: the ones who don't fight for power are the ones God entrusts with power. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, not comfort, not popularity, not success, but righteousness, living aligned with God. What are you craving right now? Approval? Security? Control? Jesus says the deepest hunger of the soul can only be satisfied by God himself. And when you seek him first, he promises you will be filled, not temporarily, completely. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. This one stings, because mercy is costly. It means forgiving when you'd rather remember, releasing when you'd rather retaliate. But Jesus ties mercy to freedom. When you withhold mercy, you imprison yourself. And here's the tension: the mercy you refuse to give is often the mercy you need the most. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Purity isn't perfection, it's single-minded devotion. In a distracted world, with divided loyalties, Jesus calls for an undivided heart. When your motives are clear, your vision becomes clear. And here's the promise: those who truly seek God will actually experience him, not just know about him, but see him at work. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Peacemakers aren't peacekeepers, they bring healing into it. In a world fueled by outrage, Jesus calls his followers to be different. Peacemakers reflect God's character. They don't just carry his name, they carry his nature. And that kind of life, it demands courage. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness. This is where it gets real. Following Jesus costs something. If your faith never challenges culture, it may not be deep enough. Jesus doesn't promise comfort, he promises meaning. And the final twist? The kingdom belongs to those who stay faithful, even when it hurts. The Beatitudes aren't rules, they're a portrait, a picture of the kind of person Jesus is forming. This is the upside-down kingdom, where losing leads to life, where surrender leads to strength, and where true blessing begins in the heart. If this message challenged you, share it, subscribe, and comment, "Lord, shape my heart," because the blessed life starts within.